today. Let me watch some TV. Let me just go on YouTube. Hopefully it's this time.
Some were framed, some made mistakes, and some were never innocent to begin with. So today, I'm breaking down the entire Forsaken lore, but for dummies. Quick, simple, and just a little bit cooked. So smash that subscribe, and let's find out which survivors might not be the good guys after all. Well, real quick, before I actually start explaining the Forsaken survivors,
Wait, we are dummies here. You are dummies. Jump it, dummy, because that's for dummies.
what I'm talking about is the Spectre. Who is the Spectre? Think of him as Roblox's Grim Reaper with a big He drags people into Forsaken for their sins. Whether that's war crimes or just being annoying on Discord. He's basically the one behind almost everyone ending up in this nightmare. But now that I've gone ahead and quickly explained to you who the Spectre is, let's go down the survivor list and see what happened to each of them. And I think we should start with the most iconic Forsaken survivor, Noob.
They need to be ready
Used to be besties with a player named the Guest 666. They were always chilling together, vibing, maybe even sharing Bloxy Colas. But then 666 started acting weird, like possessed by void energy and speaking in static weird. So they basically stopped talking, and Noob has been spiraling ever since. But why is he in Forsaken? Well, the Spectre saw a perfect storm of emotional damage and repressed trauma, and basically dragged him in. He was the perfect candidate. Bro really went from a fun-loving goober to a sniffling potion addict with friendship trauma. But along with Noob being an iconic Forsaken survivor, so is Elliot. Elliot was just your average pizza delivery guy working for Builder Brothers Pizza. He would clock in, make deliveries. He basically lived the minimum wage dream. Well, that is until 007 and Baby Cool Kid hacked his store like it was DEFCON 1, where they glitched out the ovens, made deliveries disappear, and almost ended the entire world. And worst of all, out of all of this, Elliot didn't even do anything wrong. You just witnessed it. The Spectre said standing bypasser and dragged him in anyway. Now he's out here speedrunning unemployment in a horror game where the only tip he's gonna be getting is permanent trauma. But since Elliot's running with 007 and 7 is the whole reason he's inside of Forsaken, let's talk about 007 and 7 next. The Exploiter turned edgy hacker dad. He found Baby Cool Kid abandoned inside of a pile of corrupted files and was like, bet, I can fix him. Spoiler alert, he couldn't. He raised a walking virus, got blacklisted from Elliot's Pizzeria, and made enemies with basically everyone else in the Survivor lineup. The Spectre
Shut up.
lies, and also just failed parenting. And now he's basically that one tech dad who thinks he's helping, but really just made the problem worse. Shedlitsky, one of the original Roblox admins. He was the sword guy, the fried chicken eating contest king, and the certified Giga Chat of old Roblox. But plot twist, he is actually so morally pure that all of the hate inside of him split off and formed 1x1x1, who is actually one of the killers inside of Forsaken. And even worse about that, no other survivor knows that the whole reason 1x1x1 exists is because of Shedlitsky. So when the Spectre saw this, he dragged Shedlitsky in for cosmic balance or something. I don't know, it's not really that clear. But now Shedlitsky is basically Admin Jesus, who got drop kicked into the death game for having an evil twin with bad Wi-Fi. Haha, I get it, because 1x1 is glitchy and it breaks games. Bad Wi-Fi, whoa, you bad Wi-Fi, you bad. But chat, that was bad. And then this next survivor's backstory is way worse. He's the last guest, the war hero, the family man, the guy who single-handedly took down the Bacon army and even took a grenade to protect his loved ones. And what does the Spectre say to that? Oh, that's adorable! Get in the blender! And basically hard nerfed him into Forsaken. Bro really had an entire blockbuster arc just to get PTSD in a horror game. It really seems like our boy Guest 1 through 7 is just never gonna catch a break. But some Similar with how Shelitsky is a Roblox admin that got trapped inside of Forsaken, so was Builderman. But Builderman actually isn't just some admin. He is actually the man who built Roblox, the CEO. And his story is that he basically banned Guest 666 back in the day, trying to keep things stable. But let's be real, the chaos just kept stacking. And because of this, the Spectre saw him as the root of it all and decided to send him in for cleanup duty permanently. Now Builderman is inside of Forsaken, building sentries, protecting survivors, while his world crumbles around him. And yeah, he's basically the CEO who tried to patch the game, but instead patched himself into hell. And I'm not gonna lie, with the things I've been seeing lately about this dude, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be changing anytime soon. Two-time, the most controversial survivor of them all, rumored to be in cults, myth timelines, and maybe ghosting someone named Azur. His backstory is more scrambled than a Roblox myth iceberg, but whatever he did, it upset the Spectre. And now he's paying for betrayals he probably doesn't even remember doing, with one of the most important of those betrayals being backstabbing a certain someone, which I think we all know who that is. Hey, yo, chat, comment down below if you're excited for the Azur killer coming to the game. We better be killing all the two times with this one. But yeah, with two-time and not even a second life will save him. And neither will timeline hopping through trauma like it's a character select screen. Like, I'm not gonna lie, two-time is the king of avoiding his problems. Bro thought he had a second chance redemption arc, but speedran being in hell in every lifetime. Oh! But for this next survivor, it seemed like the Spectre actually had something out personally for him. Literal talking pumpkin with a staff and an ego. He used to be cracked at casting spells like he was cracked at Fortnite cranking 90s. He was also dropping shields, nuking killers with rhyming one-liners. But Spectre basically looked at his power level and went, nah, this ain't balanced, chat. And just like how Gecko 137 got a hard nerf, so did Dusakar. And now he's stuck as a poetry-spitting side character with most of his powers stripped away. He's really a wizard that got hit with the nastiest nerf in history. Maybe his high ego is what dooms him after all. But next up we have Taff. And Taff is basically a walking hardware store gone rogue. Mines, traps, bombs, you name it, he'll plant it. No one really knows what sin got him pulled in, but let's be honest, if he didn't blow up a person, he definitely blew up a building.
Yep, he did go up a building.
Literally more trigger happy.
On the environment, I don't know.
And the only thing he can't wait to explode is his own abandonment issues. Dude brought trip mines to a team building exercise and now lives in permanent timeout. And now for the final survivor on this list, we have Chance. Chance is that guy who genuinely believes RNG is a personality. He flips coins for every decision and carries a flintlock like he's role-playing in the Wild West. But even worse, he's not even cursed. He just keeps trusting the odds like they haven't betrayed him 12 times already. No, like seriously, this dude's like addicted to gambling. So it's worse than Las Vegas out here. And because of this, Spectre saw him gambling on survival and said, cool, try gambling for eternity next. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't really think that really affected Chance, because he flipped his way into the abyss and still said run it back. I'm not gonna lie, Chance might just be the Sigma of Forsaken.
Steven, are you telling me we're myth